What was your first CD you purchased? Your
my very first CD?
Very first CD that you personally purchased, like with your own money.
I don't know. I have no idea.
You don't know?
No.
Huh.
My very first CD was Nirvana's Bleach album.
That was your very first CD?
Very first CD.
But you didn't buy it?
I didn't buy it.
You convinced someone to buy it for you because they didn't know what they were buying you.
Well, no, they knew what they were buying.
Okay.
First CD with my own money.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was probably Undertow.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, probably Undertow.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I'm pretty cool. You'll figure this out in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will. Your first CD?
I'm trying to think what... Hold on. I know the band. I'm trying to think what the CD was called. So, give me... Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure... This is the one that pops in my head. So I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure it was Bon Jovi. The one with like Runaway and that stuff on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the first CD that I ever bought.
Okay. What was your first cassette?
Oh, jeez. I have no idea. I couldn't even begin to guess.
Earliest cassettes I can remember having and listening to were both like mix ones. Like various artist ones.
I feel like,
but not like mixtapes like somebody made, like a various artist.
Gotcha.
One was
like Kids Bop?
The California Raisins.
Wow.
It was really good.
Wow.
You should look it up. It's really good. It's like all like 50s and 60s oldies.
Wow.
It's really good.
Okay.
And then the other one was something with Spuds MacKenzie. It was some type of Budweiser sponsored 70s and 80s like rock stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
I remember playing the shit out of those.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I have no idea. I know I used to listen to my parents.
Huey Lewis and the News.
I don't remember ever listening to Huey Lewis and the News.
I don't think a lot of... he's pretty popular. People know his name, so somebody was listening to him other than my dad.
Yeah, but I feel like that wasn't like...
Wasn't part of your...
No, like the Beatles.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, obviously.
Like those kind of things, like bands I listened to.
I mean, I remember waking up so many times with my dad just blasting Fleetwood Mac and Creedence.
See, I feel like my parents didn't listen to Creedence.
Well, they were wrong.
They might have, but I don't.
Creedence was Dad's lawn mowing music.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. My lawn mowing music tends to be 12-Foot Ninja.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's good. 12-Foot Ninja is good to listen to as you're mowing.
Meshuggah.
Oh, Meshuggah would be pretty good.
Yeah, you get the yard mowed real quick.
All right.
You listen to Meshuggah for doing any type of chores, and they get done much faster.
I believe it.
Yes.
What band or artist... Okay, not counting ones you've actually seen. Okay. What band or artist, alive or dead, do you wish you could see perform that you haven't already seen?
What artist, alive or dead? The Beatles is too easy.
The Beatles is a good one.
Or Zeppelin.
Ugh.
I know, but you.
I wouldn't go with you.
Okay. Nine Inch Nails in the late 90s.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't want to see them now, but I want to see them back then.
I'm trying to remember when I saw them. It's them.
Yeah, but
when was
but not like Woodstock, because that just looked dirty.
Yeah.
There's so much mud.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people had a great time, but that's not me.
No.
Take like a week
Late
of showers.
night. No, I'm sure I saw them. I mean, I had to have seen them in the 2010s. So, okay. Yeah, that's all right. I'm trying to think. Right off the top of my head, right this second, I think Prince.
I would go with you to see Prince.
I wish I could come up with the songs that he had to sing.
Yeah. I would go with you to see Prince when Eden Nielsen was still his bassist.
Okay.
I would like
okay,
to see
that
her.
would be my wish then with it.
She's incredible.
But yeah, at this very moment, without putting way too much thought into it, it would be Prince.
Have you ever seen any of the footage of him on stage playing bass with Ida?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, you've made me.
Oh, probably. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So good. The way they just like go back and forth. It's amazing.
They're both talented.
Yes.
Well, were.
Yes. She's still around.
I mean, yes, but he is not.
No.
So.
And that's why he was weird. I'm telling you, you can't be that talented and be normal. You just can't. Got to be a little weird. Just come to the territory.
That makes sense.
So what concert have you seen that you regret the most?
Oh, that's a good one. What concert have I been to that I regret the most? Okay, wait. I have questions.
Okay.
That I paid money to see that particular band?
Just that you've seen. Like, who had the worst show? What show have you seen that you're just like, I could have been doing literally anything else for this?
Can they be an opener for a band we saw?
Yeah, that was going to be my addendum. It could be just like a band that...
Because I don't even know the names of some of the bands that we've seen that have been terrible.
Yeah. I don't know if I could come up with like a full concert that was just awful. There's always like high points and low points, but like what band?
I can come up with a concert that I went to that I did not like. Like an actual full out show. And it makes me sad. I don't know if it was just the mood I was in or what.
Was it New Kids on the Block?
No, I've never seen them, and I would pay thousands of dollars if I had it to see them. I would love to see New Kids on the Block. I heart New Kids on the Block. No, it was Alice Cooper.
Oh yeah, I've heard you talk about that one before.
It was a terrible, but it was a really shitty venue, really shitty show. I mean, it was like at Seven Springs or something on a hill.
Yeah,
and it was awful. And he only performed, I think, like 5 songs or something, or I only knew one song in the entire thing.
Who opened for him? Or was it just
I don't even know that there was somebody that opened for him.
Yeah.
It was bad. And I like Alice Cooper.
Yeah,
like,
back in the
like
day,
Alice Cooper's music.
But that was not good.
I've been to a couple shows that I didn't like.
Yeah.
And I thought was a waste of time. Like, I've gone to a couple Ozfests and leave before Ozzy comes on because I like Ozzy Osbourne. I like his music, but not live.
Yeah.
Because he can't
do it.
Speak.
Yeah.
You can't understand his speech. I don't know how you expect him. Like, and
I don't know.
People just sing along, so you just hear the crowd.
I've heard some people say that he can still sing. I haven't seen any live footage of him. Ever.
Maybe he could, and it just so happened that whenever because I've heard that too, but the 2 that I've stayed and seen him perform were not great.
Good.
No. I thought of so many more.
Okay.
Fucking Judas Priest.
Is that why you hate Rob Halford?
That fucking son of a bitch can go to hell right now.
So you always tell me, but you've never told me why.
He can go to hell and never come back.
But why?
He's terrible. He's a terrible human being.
Why?
So the whole concert itself wasn't good because it was him, and I think it was Hell Yeah, and it was... Who else was there? It was him, Hell Yeah, and somebody else. And I was disappointed in Hell Yeah, too. Sorry, what's your face, because I do like you.
But that was... I think...
But
you've seen.
I can't come up with his name. Chad.
You've seen Hell Yeah, and you've seen Mudvayne once or twice too, right?
I don't know that I've seen Mudvayne. I think I've only seen Hell Yeah. No, maybe I have. Maybe I've seen Mudvayne and I thought Mudvayne was really good, and then I saw Hell Yeah and I wasn't a fan.
Maybe.
And then you're like, it's the same person.
Yeah.
But I really think it happens to be the venue too. It's the outside venue. It's the old, I don't even know what the venue's called anymore because it's been changed so many times.
But the big one?
Yes.
Starlake, that's not Starlake. Yeah.
Starlake. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. It depends on the acoustics and how they do like their
sound guy.
Yeah.
You get a good sound guy.
And I don't think the sound was on point that concert because I don't think anybody sounded as good as they could have. But that son of a bitch from Judas Priest came out and he just started bitching about Pittsburgh, bitching about the crowd, bitching about everybody. Like he was just a douchebag. Literally got booed off the stage because he was such a douchebag. And I've never liked him since. And I don't particularly like Pittsburgh either.
Yeah.
But if people are paying to see your show, don't be a dickhead. He was a dick.
This is the first time you've ever actually told me why, though. Like, you always just said you didn't like him. I thought it was just like you didn't like him.
No.
Like, I don't think you ever told me the story before.
Like, he was an asshole. Like, the whole time he bitched that he was there. Like, he bitched that he had to go into concert. He bitched because he was going to, like, be there. Like, every time he talked between songs, he bitched. And I wasn't a fan of any of the music either, which didn't help. Yeah, so eventually he just got booed and he got pissed off. And then whoever was on next came out. But again, I don't even remember what concert. Who was
what?
I'm really trying to think who, like, the main event was that night. And I don't know.
Were they opening for somebody else?
Yeah.
Oh.
It must have been like a...
That's even worse.
Yeah, no, because I wouldn't have paid to go see them.
No, that's just you're the opening band for somebody else bitching about being there.
Yes.
Like, that's really bad.
Because it was a festival though, because it had to have been.
Yeah.
So it was probably like...
You've done a couple, I've never done
I've gone to quite a few festivals.
Yeah, I've never done a festival.
I've been to a Warped Tour. That actually wasn't bad. Warped Tour was kind of fun.
I know quite a few people that said Warped Tours were really
good. Warped Tours were really
Joe loved Warped Tours.
And I wasn't a super fan of a lot of the bands that were there. I just went because I was older, so I took Becca and her friend, and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Good crowd helps.
Really good. Like, they were... Warped Tour had probably some of the best crowd I've ever been to at, like, a concert. Oh, okay. And another band that was absolutely terrible was that awful band that opened up and wore those helmets.
We can never remember which band that was.
I have no idea. It was like Starset.
Yeah, that was it.
They were terrible.
They were
Starset, if you're listening, you sucked.
You were
opening for...
Oh, fuck, I don't remember.
I don't remember who you were opening for, but when you were in Pittsburgh and you wore helmets, you sucked.
I was looking forward to them, too, because they had a couple of songs off that album
we
that I really
thought
liked.
We liked them, but they were awful.
Then they got out there, and it's just like, what?
We're like, yeah, I would never... And another band... Oh, God, there are so many bad bands. Or not even bad bands, just bad shows. Sorry, I'm like taking over this, because I can't pick just one. This hurts my heart to say. Maria Brink, I love you. I love in this moment. I talk like, she's going to listen because like we're ever going to post this live or anything. And even if we did, like she would listen. I love Maria Brink. I think she is gorgeous. I think she is extremely talented.
But those costume changes, man.
But the 20-minute costume changes at a concert, awful.
Yeah.
When she would sing, it was phenomenal. She was very talented. It was fantastic, but it wasn't 20-minute, but it felt like it.
When stuff was happening, like
when stuff was happening, it was amazing.
Singing, it was great. Like it sounded
even if the band would have been playing when she was doing a costume change, it would have been maybe different.
But yeah, some of this is just like,
it was just dead silence while we waited for her to change. It's like, come on, you don't need to keep changing. Just
and you defended her at the time. You defended her because I was bitching about it.
Did.
You're like, she's a princess. She can do whatever she wants.
And she is a princess and she can do it, but
it's her show.
God, it was, but it took forever. And it was just like, okay, just sing.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your... Sorry, I just totally stole that. I've been to a lot of concerts.
Yeah. Korn.
Really?
Yeah. So this was...
I've seen Korn, by the way.
Korn was, I think... Well, it wasn't...
I thought they were pretty all right.
It wasn't their fault. Let me get to it. Okay. This was 98, 99, somewhere in there. I'd have to look it up. But it was the year that Hellbilly Deluxe came out. Rob Zombie's first solo album. He was opening for them.
Damn.
And there was the Videodrone. Do you know Videodrone?
No.
Videodrone. Those were the three acts. It was Videodrone, Rob Zombie, and Korn.
Okay.
And Videodrone was god awful. I didn't know any of their songs. Now I
suck at Videodrone.
Now I know like one of their songs, but I didn't know any of their songs. But it was just these guys in matching orange jumpsuits, and I swear like somebody was breakdancing on the stage, and I had no idea what was going on. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And it was just bad. And then Rob Zombie came out.
Oh my God, I can't imagine.
And just blew the fucking house away.
Yeah, I
like
can't imagine.
Full stage show, pyrotechnics, bikini girls dancing, a big fucking robot coming out, walking around on the just balls to the wall awesomeness. And then Korn came out, and they had a big cage with kids in it.
Which would have been really cool, and their music would have been really good, but he just went over the top.
He stole the show completely, and it was just, and I understand it because it was a solo album. It was his first solo album, so you know he had to open because he was new and everything.
And he also,
but, oh my God, he stole the show.
Yeah,
there was no competition for them.
Any other ones?
For worst, no, that's definitely the standout because it's just that big peak of Rob Zombie and a.
Yeah, but you said they weren't bad.
They weren't bad, but you're just, I mean, after that whole spectacle, you're just sitting there and, oh, okay.
So I went actual worst, like terrible music, and you just went
terrible
worst.
Music. I can't think of one that was really terrible music. I mean, Videodrome's pretty bad. I can't think of one that was really terrible. Probably the worst sound. The worst sounding concert was probably Evanescence and Cold.
Really?
Yeah, because that was outdoors. That was down at the Pepsi Pavilion or whatever it was. The one that's downtown.
The one that's like under a bridge almost or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's just open and
the acoustics are terrible.
The acoustics were terrible. But
I saw Donnie Iris there.
Oh, that's even worse. But I mean, the guy from Cold got a bottle thrown at his head, and he bitched somebody out. And then when Evanescence came on, I pushed up as hard as I could. Once he got up close to the speakers, you could hear like better. But if you were back, you couldn't hear anything. But yeah, that was probably the worst sounding. But it was an odd crowd too. I did, yes, like this. Hello. But that was probably the worst sounding, but it wasn't their fault. It was just
bad acoustics there. Like that was
no
bad,
acoustics. It was just open air, and they didn't have the sound system to make up for it. Because like Starlight's open air, but they have the sound system to make up.
They do if you use it correctly. They do.
Yeah, put it in the right hands, they can make it sound good. That was probably the worst show. The one that got fucking rained out.
Yeah, that was terrible. I was so excited. We got to go through all the crappy bands.
All the terrible stuff.
And we're just getting to the good stuff.
Manson sounded really bad.
Manson sounded really bad, but I don't necessarily think it was all his fault.
No, but he sounded really bad. And then who's the main...
It was supposed to be Slipknot.
Slipknot, yes.
And I was so excited.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually so excited at the time. Well,
yeah.
I was excited because, he has a piece of my heart. But I would have rather have seen Corey Taylor just sing, You wouldn't get to look at Corey Taylor because when he's in Slipknot, he's wearing whatever. But now I really wish I would have seen Slipknot because I actually know more Slipknot songs and actually really enjoy Slipknot now.
Yeah, I just like having a T-shirt for a concert that never happened.
Yeah. And then stupid COVID happened or whatever happened, and we didn't. They never even
No, just got refunded.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was COVID. I think that was
It might have
Was
been like
that
the end of
COVID?
the concert, and then or like the end of the tour,
It was
and
the
then
end
they
of their
couldn't,
tour, and
like,
they couldn't find a slot. until winter.
to get them back in, and it was just
Yeah,
it was awful.
'Cause we have the
And we didn't
restrictions.
even get refunded. We got like refunded by we had to use the tickets. I
did we?
think. I think.
Oh,
Maybe not. Maybe that wasn't it. But I've been to a concert that was canceled or something, and then they refunded me with like tickets, and I'm like,
oh,
for like another show, and I'm like, I don't want to use your stupid. Okay, now the exact opposite. What was your absolute hands down best concert you've ever been to?
the first Tool show we went to.
Oh, I got you those tickets.
Yes,
Did I get you those tickets as a surprise?
yes,
I thought so.
yes. Oh,
You're so cute.
yes, I was overwhelmed.
You're so cute. That was by far my favorite experience, but not necessarily my favorite concert. Just my favorite experience at a concert, watching you be so overwhelmed and excited.
It was pretty awesome.
I
They were right there.
had black and blue marks from
Yes.
you
Yes.
smacking my
Smacking your
leg
leg.
because you were so excited.
I get
when-
excited. And I just beat my girlfriend because I don't know what else to do. Just, ah! Ah, they're doing the thing. Ah, those are the guys. They're making the noises that I like. Yay.
He's not exaggerating. He literally said things like that.
Yeah.
Like that literally came out of his mouth.
Yep. I remember they hadn't even started yet. They weren't even on stage yet.
No.
The bass tech. The bass tech is standing there. That's the guy with the long dreads. He's just, I just hear it, boom. And I wasn't even paying attention.
No, you were not.
I was talking to you. I don't know.
We were in the middle of a conversation. No idea what we were talking
And I
about. But you
heard
heard the dong.
Boom. I was just gone.
And it was like,
Done.
I no longer had anyone to talk to. Your attention was 100% right there.
That was just in space.
What?
was
Yeah,
just in
you
space.
literally said that quite a few
you hear
times.
it?
You just kept saying it.
That was just in space.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. That was a good one. Your favorite best one?
I honestly, I don't know. Because I have different experiences at different concerts, so some of them put them higher than others.
Except for Fear Factory.
I was kind of thinking it might have been Fear Factory, which is so funny because halfway through I was like, or not halfway through, because when they did the whole whatever was it wasn't Digimortal, was it? No,
it was the one with the sound on ops. No,
yeah, but whatever.
Demanufacture.
Yes. They
Was
did
it?
that whole, I don't know, but they did the whole one album, and I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, they're good, but then they started doing like
Stuff you knew.
all the stuff I knew, and it was that.
But I was, yeah, Demanufacture.
Okay, so that is definitely up there for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, they hold different like.
Well, Demanufacture was the album that I started getting into them on, so I knew.
Yeah, you knew.
I knew the entire album, so I thought it was awesome. But I thought I couldn't believe that they did the entire album, took like a 20-minute break, and then came out and played for like another hour and a half.
It was amazing.
That was so I can't. That's just talking about it, just thinking about that much time on stage makes me tired.
I might have to say that was my favorite.
It was pretty. And
Like I
Soilwork
remember
opened
when
for
they
them.
were Soilwork opened for them, and I loved that was the second time we saw Soilwork.
Yeah.
And I love Soilwork. So I remember when they went off the stage, I looked at you and I'm like, I don't even want Fear Factory to play. I just want them to keep playing. And you're like, yeah, but Fear Factory will be really good. Just wait. And then I like looked at you at one point and was like, I just want these guys to play forever.
Yeah.
And I have such a crush on him now.
And that was the only time that Fear Factory has been played in an appropriate volume.
Yes.
And we were like 10 feet away from the speakers.
Yes.
I couldn't hear correctly for like 3 days.
Yes.
I have never been more deaf after a concert than that one.
It was, I really
was
do. The more we talk
so
about it,
loud.
I really do think that was my favorite concert I've ever been
Alder
to.
Bar is such a good venue. It's a small venue, but
I don't
it just
even know if
works.
it's still a venue anymore.
It was a good venue.
Yeah. It was an amazing venue.
For like a smaller venue.
Yeah.
It was really good. But yeah, that was...
I've had a lot of good experiences at concerts, but I think
Yeah.
like in my absolute favorite music wise was Fear Factory. Like, my first Aerosmith concert will always hold a special place in my heart because Aerosmith had been my favorite band for years and years and years and years and years. So getting to see them for the very first time was just phenomenal. Oh, I thought of another concert that I went to that was bad.
We've moved past that.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I've been to... But yeah, I'm going to go with Fear Factory. And I'm really mad that they broke up because come back.
They'll probably be back together like next year.
I hope so.
Broke
I
up like 3
really
times
hope
now.
so. And another band I loved seeing won't ever perform again because they broke up as well. But I would love to see Mushroom Head again. They have they're still Mushroom Head.
They're still Mushroom Head, but
they have like nobody that is good.
Yeah, because you don't like not Silent J. That's what's
ICP, huh?
Yeah. I almost saw them. You knew that. I almost saw ICP.
How did you not?
They were in DC, and we had tickets, and we went down. But there was a massive blizzard. I think that was.
Oh, I think you did tell me that.
Yeah, the massive blizzard, and this was back pre-internet, pre-smartphone, all that good stuff. This was like late '90s. I want to say like '99.
That sucks. That would be cool.
We drove the whole way down to DC, and we get down to DC, and it's just like shut down. And DC was shut down. They didn't have a concert, so we just drove around DC. Like DC was dead.
So you just drove around and
we
had
just
fun?
Drove around, busting snowdrifts and shit in the middle of DC, and then drove home. But yeah, almost went and saw ICP, which and in a way I kind of wish I would. I'm not like an ICP fan now, but just hearing about what their concerts are like and like the fans that they have. Mm-hmm. I would like to like meet the fans.
Are they supposed to be decent?
They're supposed to be like really decent.
I thought so. Like they're not like what you would think they would be.
Like everything I've seen said that they're like some of the most decent people ever outside like hardcore metal shows. Yeah, it
always surprises me that people always think that like hardcore metal shows and they're like the worst crowd because they like it's people. Like headbanging evil music, like devil worship music.
No,
but
we
it's
get that
like
shit out of our systems with the music.
People like everybody takes care of everybody else. Everybody like is really cool.
Yeah. If you fall down in a mosh pit at a metal show, someone's going to help you get back up.
100%.
And if they can't get you up, they will stop the mosh pit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they take care of their own.
They do. They absolutely do.
Now, on the other hand, the concert, fucking weirdest crowd I've ever seen was the Rage Against the Machine concert. Because it was fucking Atari Teenage Riot, Wu-Tang, and Rage Against the Machine.
I would never have gone to that concert.
You have all those genres crossed in there. That was the weirdest fucking concert ever. There was very little camaraderie in that crew. It was just weird. That was a strange crowd. That was my first concert.
I'm trying to... I think the weirdest crowd at a concert I've ever been to was a Jimmy Buffett concert, but that's just because they were
Jimmy Buffett fans,
high as a kite and
Jimmy Buffett
drunk.
Fans. Jimmy Buffett fans.
But that was actually the concert I was going to say I didn't like, but I can't even say that because I literally went in, sat there for one song and went, this is stupid. I'm going to go back out to the parking lot, and spent the rest of the time at the parking lot hanging out with people and getting free booze.
I was going to say, isn't that like a thing that they do at Buffett concerts? Like you got the people that are just
you go like
parties?
10 to 12 hours before the concert and you just hang out in the parking lot and pregame. And then there were a whole lot of people that didn't even have tickets. They just paid to park and hung out. And I met a lot of really cool people.
I think Fish shows are like that, but
that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That really wouldn't surprise me.
Fish is not my jam.
But where Buffett played, it was at the Starlight, whatever.
Oh, yeah. So it's just open.
I mean, you could hear it in the parking lot.
Yeah.
There were a lot of fun people, though, in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
I met a lot of very interesting people. Had a lot of booze. Had a lot of booze going down, too.
You're probably like 17.
No, I was 21.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I wasn't. Well. No, because I'm pretty sure. I was in college. I might have been 18. I might have been 18 or 19. Well, hold on. Let me actually think about this. I was rooming with little one. So I may have just turned 21. I have a feeling they wouldn't let me go because the group I went with, they would have let me drink underage, but I don't think they would have taken me to a public place like that to drink underage. So I'm pretty sure I had just turned 21.
I never drank at a concert.
I have.
I've never drank at a concert.
I've never gotten wasted at a concert. Ever. Not even at Buffett. Mm-hmm. I got drunk. Well, I like to say I don't get drunk very often. Mm-hmm. Very rarely do I get drunk. I have a tendency to get tipsy and then sleepy and just be done. Mm-hmm. But drinking at concerts is
expensive.
Stupid expensive and not worth it.
And
although Jack Daniel's Down Home Punch, phenomenal.
Sure.
It's delicious. That's what I get at the Star Lake. That's not Star Lake.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Because they have a Jack Daniel's tent.
Okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
I didn't understand where how that went together, but now
Sorry.
I see.
Yeah, they have like a whole tent.
Now I see.
That's like where you get them, and it's delicious.
I busted my knee off of something today.
Owie.
I don't even know why, but now it hurts. I know one time I went to stand up and like this leg just didn't want to work. I'm like, I got to go upstairs to get my cane, but now it just aches, like right there. For all of our listeners out there, it's right here.
This has to be the most boring podcast ever.
Or it's the most amazing podcast ever.
Well, I mean, it is the most amazing podcast ever
Obviously.
because you and I are talking and doing it.
I told your brother that we were playing with the idea of doing a podcast, and he was really excited. He's like, "What are you going to talk about?" I was like, "I don't know."
Everything and anything.
Then we started talking about other stuff and his stuff. I told you about it.
Yeah.
And then we didn't really get back to it. But I sent him the photo of the setup, and he's like, "I don't even want to know what all those knobs do." And that's what she said. But yes. Crap what?
7:13.
7:13. You cannot eat anymore.
Man.
Yep.
This was the dumbest idea ever. Whoever decided that intermittent fasting would be a good idea for me can suck it. Dana.
Yeah, Dana.
You should try intermittent fasting. It's fun.
Did she really say it was fun?
No, she didn't say it was fun.
I don't think anybody's ever said intermittent fasting is fun.
You almost said intermasturbation.
Intermasturbating is fun. How do you intermasturbate? Oh.
I mean, I can intermasturbate.
Well, yeah, you can, but you want to.
You would intermasturbate in your butthole.
In the butthole. In the butthole.
I'm just saying.
Intermasturbating in the butthole.
That should be the end of podcast right there. Boom, that's done.
Boom.